opposition political parties, CUPP, have carefully studied President Muhammadu Buhari over the months, especially since his return to the country after the sickness that took him out of Nigeria for the better part of 2017, and have come to the conclusion that President Muhammadu Buhari is no longer mentally and physically fit to lead a nation like ours in this century. A few recent examples will be necessary here. One, we will recall how the president almost fell flat on his face during his recent campaign visit to Lokoja, Kogi State. Despite that he flew into the town, the few steps the president took at the rally venue had a huge toll on him. When he was invited to the podium, he lost balance immediately. He stood up. It was the timely intervention of his security aides, who were already keeping their eyes on him, since they know his health status, that saved us what would have resulted into a national disaster. A few days after the Kogi episode, a similar scenario played out at the venue of his campaign rally in Kaduna. After he trekked a short distance to his seat, President Buhari was clearly exhausted. He was still managing to wave to those who were already at the venue when he suddenly sunk heavily into his seat, even at the time the national anthem was being recited. Seat was his saving grace on that occasion. Still on his uninspiring ongoing re-election campaigns, we are witnesses to the embarrassment President Buhari subjected the country to in Warri, Delta State, when it was time for him to present his party's flag to the state governorship candidate, Great Oboru. The president embarrassingly referred to the man as the presidential candidate. After those who surrounded him corrected him, President Buhari again referred to Oboru as the senatorial candidate. Again he was corrected, and he came up with the most embarrassing one by saying the man is a gubernatorial candidate. This probably explains why his men did not allow him to participate in the presidential debate organized by the Nigeria Election Debate Group and the Broadcasting Organization of Nigeria. We have come to the conclusion that re-electing President Buhari will only empower members of the cabal that his wife admitted has hijacked his presidency to rule us for another 4 years from the dark. In order to save this great nation the disaster that will follow if President Buhari, in a rare happenstance, is re-elected, we, the opposition political parties, have therefore filed litigation at the Federal High Court, seeking to declare him unfit to contest for 2019 election because of his mental and physical instability. We are also seeking from the court an order disqualifying President Buhari from contesting the election to the office of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and an injunction restraining INEC from recognizing his candidature. Nigerians will also be glad to know that to prove that we are on the right path, we are also asking the court to grant an order directing President Buhari to make public the result of the medical examination, which will ask that he be subjected to, so that no citizen will be in doubt that we are saving the country from calamity by taking these steps.
We have all seen everything that is happening with our current president, who is contesting to come back as president again after this time out. He does not remember where he is, he doesn't know who he is, he hardly can even remember his own name. Yet, he is vying for the office of president a second time. And we said no, it's not going to happen because we have provisions of law that say that anybody who is not mentally fit is not supposed to run for presidency in this country. Section 137C of our Constitution requires that everybody who puts him or herself forward to run for the position of president in this country must be seen to have sound mind. We in the opposition do not believe that President Muhammadu Buhari is of sound enough mind to run for the presidency of this country a second time. We took a risk the first time, we're all seeing the results of that risk. It will be suicidal for us to take a risk a second time. The implications will be too grave.